Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 11 of this Montreal Canadiens franchise mode here on NHL 24. Today we're going to be getting into the 2026-27 regular season simulation, seeing how the Canadiens can do and if they can build on where they left off last episode. So, if you enjoy this one, make sure to show your support with a like, comment, and subscription, and also, feel free to make sure those comments are insightful, because then they actually get featured like these ones. So last episode, the only comments we had that kind of concerned this episode was the Real Divinity saying, I really like the new hook trade. This team is set for championships back to back. So we'll see if that prediction comes true. That is hopefully what's going to happen here. And that was pretty much it. The Purple Platypus said, I found that in multiple franchise modes, if you use the base rating and don't edit Reinbacher, he won't grow much past 83 to 85. Still usable, but nowhere near where you'd want him to be. So we'll see if that happens as far as Reinbacher actually growing. But as of right now, the team is in a buyer status. We're definitely in a position to try and win. We don't have the craziest team right now. It's a very strong top line with Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, but apart from that, the depth could be a little bit stronger. We do have some good players. Guys like Joshua Waugh are looking really good. I was really hoping Kirby Dach would kind of take a step this last year, and it didn't quite happen, but we'll see if having a playmaker like Caswell on his wing makes a difference. And then, of course, we got some rookies like Maxime Massey. Of course, Clark Caswell. It was off camera, but Emil Heineman did re-sign with the contract we offered him last episode. And then, we do have certain guys like Max Pacioretty who are still going strong here for this team. Defensively, Reinbacher's only 84, but he's also only 21. So give him a little bit more time. Until he's 22, 23, I'm not really going to be worried about him. We do have Logan Mailloux playing. I know that might be a point of controversy for some people, some fans, but really, I do like that our defensive core almost all has faces apart from Lane Hudson, which again, Hudson's not even in the game yet, so can't really complain about that one too much. Then as far as goaltending goes, Askarov and Fleury, both looking really good there. We do have some solid substitutes as well. And then in the system, we do have a great team here in Laval. I'm just really hoping certain guys can take steps this year, mainly along the lines of Solomon Pronger. He's kind of the big name. Owen Beck is probably NHL ready, but at the same time, he doesn't really crack this center lineup. He's right there with guys like Sean Farrell, but we're paying Farrell a decent amount of money for the next 7 years, so yeah, that's something that's there to consider and that we have to think about when we're actually making roster moves. But without further ado, let's get moving into the regular season. I'm doing calendar sim because we're still doing full scouting. So as we're just simulating through here on the calendar, I have to just go up to November 1st because we are still doing scouting. We also get a Reinbacher contract extension, so that's awesome to see. But I did ask you guys in the Chicago series, which is the other series going on, on the channel right now, if you guys thought we should maybe, look to just auto scout more, not worry about scouting so much. I feel like scouting probably is a bit more of an actual Montreal Canadiens kind of thing. They have built very good teams in the past, mainly from, not all from drafted players, but they've gotten pieces like Carey Price in the past. They've gotten some really good players throughout. So yeah, let me know if you guys think we should kind of limit scouting more, or if this should be the last episode where we do a ton of scouting. I'm kind of going through and doing scouting as we do this, and it is tedious, but at the same time, it results in us getting these crazy good drafts. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you think we should keep on scouting or not. Okay, so yeah, we got the strengths and weakness scouting done, meaning we can actually sim to the regular season now, which is always the slowest part of the whole episode, I find. So now that we are through on that, I believe we are good to at least check out how our roster's kind of shaped up for both the AHL and the NHL. First off, looking like it being the AHL. They want us to improve our top 4 defense to be a serious contender. Okay, I would say that's inaccurate. I think we are a serious contender already, but okay, Laval has got my face cam in the way. Go figure. But Laval, where's my Xbox screen? There we go. Okay, so Laval's got 79 offense, 81 defense, and 80 goaltending. Very solid group of players down there in the system. Love to see that. And then as far as our NHL team goes, let's see. Wait, do we have to win our season home opener or anything? I don't think that was on there, so that's fine. Okay. Face cam's gonna be in the way again. Slav looks like a beast standing like that. Sorry, that's just like, that looks so cool. Anyways, 99 offense, 90 defense, and 84 goaltending. So yeah, we're trying to get Fleury his some record-setting win numbers there, but even if that doesn't happen, that's why our goaltending looks a little bit weaker. All right, so since this has been a fully simulated series up to this point, we're just going to keep simulating along. We're going to go month by month for you guys, and hopefully it's going to go well this year, because last year we were able to put up a 46, 28, and 8 record, 100 points on the dot, and a 6th place finish for the 2nd season in a row. This year, our team's very similar. I would expect a similar finish, if anything, but we'll see what happens here for this first month, and we lose Suzuki immediately. He's out till the end of October, essentially. We do beat Toronto 6-1 as well, but not exactly an ideal start there with Suzuki getting injured and Reinbacher getting injured. Oh my goodness. All right, so, and wow, injuries. Seriously, okay, can we just get all the injuries out of the way in the first week, please? Holy crap, I don't think I've seen that many injuries in one start to the season, like, ever. Holy crap. That was, wow. Just straight up, wow. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put Pizzetta in here. Going to go Suzuki there. And then I guess for now we'll put Harvey Pinard in there. That works for me. Is Reinbacher healthy? Not yet. Okay, so we're not putting Reinbacher in until he's ready to go, because I don't need him getting injured again and again and again like last season. Like, last year was brutal because Reinbacher simply could not stay healthy. Like, I think he only played, like 80, or he only played like 56 games or something. 69 games, okay. So yeah, he just couldn't stay healthy last year. This year, 2 points in his first 2 games. Like, you love to see that. Holy, Lane Hutson's got 8 in his first 4. That's also insane. 8. He had 3. He's okay. Okay, our team's doing pretty good to start the season. I can't really complain as to where they are. But, well, I guess when we're undefeated 3-0 to start the year, make it 5-0, and then we lose Mike Matheson. We do get Kirby Dach back, though, so that is a slight plus there. Don't tell me we put Kirby Dach on defense. Okay, good. So Dach's going in on the 3rd line here, and then we replace him in all lines. Then that means the power play should be okay still, potentially. Yeah, okay. Those look all right. I find sometimes the lines don't, like, mesh over properly when you make substitutions. So, yeah, Fleury's starting off 2-2. Great. Or 2-4-2. Having a really good start to the season. And again, he's not that far off from the record. He's 71 wins now. So, yeah, let's just keep it rolling with Flower. I know he's 41, but I think he wants to go for it for sure. Oh, great. And we got the broken simulation screen. Okay, so we lose 2 in a row there to end the month. But we started off 5-0, so very good start to the season. Can't really complain about the first month. 5-2 record is great. We dealt with a ton of injuries. And then we're going up to this date here against the Devils in November. We get Mike Matheson back, which is great because he, alongside Lane Hutson, is doing very well to start the year. I have zero complaints about our top pairing there. They have been quite solid, especially Hudson. Like, look at that, 11 points in 7 games. Come on now, like, that's crazy. So, anyways, as we continue on, we lose Logan Mailloux with some injured ribs. We lose 9-0 to the Canucks, and then we immediately lose 2 more games, going 5-4. Now we are okay. So we're back to buyer status, so that changed a little bit. 6-4. Oh, and we lose Askarov. Oh no, He's out. He's only out till the 15th, so it's not the worst thing ever, but still not ideal. I hate when I lose goalies. So we're going to throw Tulipov up there because he's the only one without waivers, and I don't really want to lose Primo or Greaves. So as much as it would be nice to have NHL caliber goaltending going up and down, we can't really do that because I can pretty much guarantee you some team goes, thank you very much, and takes one of our decent goalies. So we're relying on Fleury now, and Marcus Tulipov is a complete write-off as far as if we're going to get a win out of him. Oh, and look at that. Askarov's immediately healthy. Don't you love NHL and their goaltending system? Me too. I don't really. Anyways, EA fix your roster moving things. Like when a goalie is listed as injured for like 2 days, why would I make a roster move when you can just throw your back at it? Like I guess like common sensible wise it does make sense, but God, it's frustrating sometimes. So, anyways, we're 7-4. We took a brutal loss there to the Canucks, who aren't even like they've got the opposite record of us with a 4-7 record. Goal Caulfield isn't even scoring that much. He's got 6 goals in 11 games, which is good. He's getting a goal pretty much every time we win. But Lane Hudson, he's got 12 assists in 11 games, which is the statistic that I really think stands out to me. Slavkovsky's not having a hot start, which is unfortunate. Maxime Massé is, though. Wow. 8 points in 11 games as a rookie is awesome. I know he's 20, but still. Back to the calendar after more scouting, and we get to go all the way up to January now, which is good. We're going to put Logan Mailloux in here as... yeah, not really too many changes happening to the lineup right now. I want Mailloux playing, even though he's a worse defenseman than Trouba. I think at 23 he should be getting games. So, yeah, all right. As we continue on, we're 8-4. Askarov is back in the lineup, or Askarov. I say Askarov. I'm always going to say Askarov first. But yeah, he should be getting the majority of games. Honestly, Fleury's not doing great. 886 could be better, but then again, the scoring's really good in this league too, so like can't blame him there. All right, 8-6, 9-6. Okay, we're doing all right for November here. Nothing crazy. I didn't know Joshua Waugh even had an injury, but he played through it, I guess. And apparently it'll be a good year for rookies this year, so good to see that. But 14-7, we're currently sitting with 28 points, which is good for 4th place in the league. As far as I can see, at least. Obviously, there are other teams with games in hand on us, but 31 points in 21 games. Cole Caulfield's doing just fine and leading this team. I do believe we're in 4th place. We're behind Boston and 2 other teams. Yeah, Colorado and Arizona. Arizona is like way up there. Obviously, we got no scouting report on them, but I could just go and view lines too. That would probably be the easiest thing to do. That is the nice part about NHL is like there's always a way to kind of tell who you're playing against, but at the moment, you know, our team is doing okay. They're not doing bad by any means. Slav's up to 21 points, point per game. That's good because, you know, we want him on a point per game pace considering how much money we're paying him. He's not making a crazy amount of money necessarily. He's like $9 million, I think. Somewhere around there. 8.75. Okay, so he's not grossly overpaid or anything, but I do have a feeling that Lane Hudson might be leading the league with his over point per game defenseman pace right now. Wow, okay, so not Kaprizov, but Skinner and Thompson on Buffalo are just absolutely leading the league right now. They look really good. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, that's what we're currently looking at. Suzuki's up there. He's got a good amount of assists, but obviously not as many. Michael Misa's looking very solid over in San Jose right now. And then Gavin McKenna in Arizona is also looking quite nice. He was a welcome addition for them. Clark Caswell's got 12 and 21, so he's kind of in there. Best goalie in the league currently looks to be Philip Gustafson in, go figure, Arizona again. Apart from that, you know, we got some other really top-end goalies here, and then Askarov's kind of down there. He's not been great, but look at Tristan Jarry's save percentage. Holy crap. 933? Like, 920 is impressive from Gustafson, but 933? Come on now. Lane Hudson, Go figure, with 26 points in 21 games as leading all defenseman. Adam Fox is right on his tail, though. So keep an eye on Hudson. He might end up having a good shot at the Norris this year, at least. Artyom Levshunov in Arizona is looking very nice, too. So Arizona's built themselves quite the system over there. So yeah, props to Arizona. I'm surprised they're doing that well, but at the same time, I'm not if they're winning. So yeah, gotta hand it to teams when they actually build a system properly. It's taken Arizona about 20 years, give or take, to get that going, but the Gavin McKenna edition is probably a pretty solid one over there. So anyways, let's simulate up through December. Currently we're 14-7 heading into this month, and hopefully we can continue on that trend of a 2-to-1 win-loss ratio. Hold on, game. I want to put Norlinder back in here potentially if he's 78 rated. He's also 26 now. Jeez, I didn't realize he was getting up there that quickly. Okay, he should be playing over Trudeau there. I'll give him that. I'm really hoping Adam Engstrom can kind of make a jump here, but again, if he doesn't, it's not the end of the world. We got other guys like Trudeau and such who could potentially make it instead. So, yeah, okay. Jet Greaves honestly should be playing NHL backup. He's better than Fleury, but Fleury's not doing bad. He's won 6 out of 8, so gotta hand that to him at least. Okay, continuing on here, we have updated owner goals again, and they want us to make round 3 of the playoffs. Okay, yeah, you know what? We can probably do that. We beat up the Calgary Flames 7-1. I don't think we're going to have any potentials yet, but apparently this Lane, wow, look at the stats, 47 points in 27 games. Yeah, Matt Lane looks like a beast. He's going to be really good. But then again, so is Chen. So are a lot of these players. Like, a lot of these guys are going to be good players. You can usually kind of tell based on the letter grades, but, like, look at, he's going to be like 80. I'm going to say 82 rated. Matt Lane's going to be an 82, so I have to assume Wes Chen might be a franchise two-way forward at that point then, if Matt Lane is looking that good and has gem status. So we'll have to wait and see, but that would be my prediction, is that Chen is going to be franchise if Lane's that good. So, continuing on here, we win our first 4 games to start the month, lose Owen Beck to an injury. We also lose Caswell to an injury, but we are 6-0 on the month. And finally, hand it to Colorado to give us our first loss of the month. But man, oh man, the Canadiens are rolling right now. Also, how about James Gouet? Look at that, up to 78 overall. He's looking very solid. Andrei Solnishkin, sorry. I always mess up that name. Solnishkin's looking really good. Sergei Ulanov's looking very good. We've got lots of pieces coming up the system here that could be slotted into the NHL within a season or two. So leave it to the forward group. Again, the forwards are really going to be the one that the most pressure's on to clear space for more than anything. Like guys like Sean Farrell might be on the way out if we have that many other prospects and pieces coming up the pipeline. Not only that, but the Caswell injury is a little rough because he was doing all right. 15 and 27 is not a bad stat line for a rookie. Plus, he's 84 rated now, so you gotta love that. Maxime Massey's looking very good. He's got 17 and 28. So yeah, nothing to complain about. How's Hudson doing? 38 and 28. Holy crap, he's going to be over 100 points. So, and okay, we apparently had a Sean Farrell injury. We did not get to see the last 2 games, but we won 1 and lost 1 because, again, the calendar glitches out. I don't know why it doesn't. But, wow. Wow. We are cruising in Montreal right now. I'm not overly surprised. I'm just very happy with how things are going here. So, Caswell's back. That's awesome. All right. Oh, Solomon Pronger grew 1 overall. Let's go. Okay, so to round out the month, we're going to take a shootout loss to the Penguins, but overall, wow, we were what, 14-7? So we won 10 games and lost 3 in the month of the month of December. That is an awesome month. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep. 10-2-1. Very, very solid record. Actually good enough to put us tied for on top of the league with the Coyotes. And the Coyotes have played 2 more games than us, I believe. Yeah, we've got 2 games in hand on them. So that is perfect. All right, Lane Hutson is leading the entire team. He's got 42 assists in just 32 contests, or 34 contests. That's downright absurd. Okay. I didn't think when I made this Lane Hutson build that he was going to be this good. I also didn't expect him to jump from 60-ish point defenseman a year to then, hold on, what is he on pace for here? Okay, Lane Hutson's on pace for 115 points this season, in this season at least, so knock on wood that he does not get injured, because holy jeez, he might be leading he's probably not leading the entire league. The Buffalo players there were doing crazy, but he's 4th in league scoring. He's 4th. If you're telling me there isn't a case for the Art Ross at that point, or sorry, not the Art Ross, the Hart. If he's not in the Hart conversation at that point, like I don't know what to tell you. I know Thompson's 10 points further ahead of him. He's got 40 assists, which is crazy. But yeah, Tage Thompson is an animal as well. Misa's still doing great. Looks like, yeah, Gavin McKenna dropped off a little bit, even though he's still a good player too. Willie Weston. Honestly, that's such a great name. Willie Weston is doing really good there in Anaheim. And Askarov has slowly climbed his way up. Looks like Jari's... Is it still existent? He's got a 925 still. He might win the Vezina, honestly. I would not be surprised there. Unless Gustafsson somehow manages to put up like a 52-win season or something, then yeah, I don't quite see that happening. All right, goal leaders this year. Caulfield's 3rd, but he's 6 goals behind Jeff Skinner, who's just torching the league. He's almost a goal per game through the first third of the season or so, first almost half. So yeah, wow, okay. So we'll go halfway through January. That's where I hit my scouting date again, and then yeah, we get to continue on from there, because wow, this Canadiens team is a force to be reckoned with now, especially with Askarov and net. I am quite interested to see how the development of Gabriel Daigle goes. Ooh, 7-3 loss to Buffalo. That was unfortunate. We were cruising though too. We were on a point streak there for 5, 6. Oh, it was more than 6 games, because we had, yeah, it would have been for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We were on almost a 10-game point streak there. Like, yes, we'd had 2 extra time losses, but who cares? Lane Hutson, oh my god. Oh my god. Lane Hutson is so good. I think we're first place in the league right now as well. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Hudson's 57 is... Oh my god. Tage Thompson's got 70 points halfway. He's on pace for 140 this year. Who is their other line mate over in Buffalo? I gotta see this. Who else is even close or remotely close there in Buffalo? Alex Tuck? Yeah, okay. That is a sick top line. Yeah, wow. Okay. I can't complain. The Sabres have built a sick team there. But my god. The odds that, or the fact that Lane Hutson could be leading the league if Buffalo just wasn't having a great year is also absurd, but I really don't think anybody's catching Jeff Skinner or Tage Thompson in the scoring race this year. Like, it's just not going to happen. Warren Backus just leapfrogged 2 guys. That's pretty interesting to see. Clark Caswell is 4th right now in rookie scoring, ahead of some pretty highly touted prospects, considering we got him 21st overall back in 24. I got nothing wrong with that. Hudson's pretty clear at the moment of Fox. It's an 8-point difference there, and it's just on assists. But yeah, what can you say when the Canadiens have got 50? Oh, actually, no. Coyotes are right there. Like, we're barely in first place right now. Although we have opportunity to catch them too. So nice. It's looking good so far. Apparently Kirby Dach is a presence on the team now, too. That's interesting. And, you know, I always expect Suzuki to be a presence when he's pretty obviously not. So, 67 chemistry could be a little bit better, but it's okay. You know, nothing can be perfect. And back to assigned scouts. Also, how's our trade block looking? Like, what do we got on there? I don't really want to. That could be another reason why things aren't sitting quite so nicely. Okay, Joffrey Cullimore could be playing in the NHL. He could definitely be on our bottom pairing. I don't know why he's not. But he's not. Daggle's up to an 80. Okay. Come on, Gabriel. Like, get it back to this level. Like, I guess he's kind of there, save percentage-wise, and his goals against is looking hella nice right now, so... Okay, Daggle, this is the year. This is the year where we want to actually, you know, get you into the team if possible. I mean, the odds of that happening are fairly low, but you never know. All right, that's round 4 of scouting done now, and okay, yeah, things looking pretty good. Definitely overwriting the file because usually this is where a crash or something happens if there's gonna be one. Oh, that's not the right button. Alright, so as we head through the rest of January into February, let's see how we finish off the month. We got like 8 games. We start off by beating the number 2 team in the league there in the Arizona Coyotes. That is awesome. And then I would love to clean up on Ottawa. We do indeed clean up on Ottawa. Awesome. Alright. And yeah, you know, this team is it is very solid. Not really a whole lot of lacking parts to it. Not only that, but apart from Lane Hudson, it's a big defense. That's the other thing that makes it nice and easy to deal with. Yaroslav Askarov is having a fantastic year, 26 out of 38 wins. And for $5.35 million, I don't know if it's going to get much better than that, honestly. So... nice. All right. We are cruising right now. Boston Bruins, we beat in overtime. Beautiful. And then St. Louis Blues, we lose Michael Matheson to an injury and lose 5-1 as well. All right. We are now just expected to make round 1 of the playoffs until Matheson gets back, I guess. That doesn't make sense, but okay. Yeah, no, Matheson's not healthy yet, so leave him out of the lineup, like, please. Oh, and we lose Reinbacher to a concussion. No. No. That is not what we wanted to see for Reinbacher at this stage of the season. That's brutal, man. Well, that was unfortunate. Hopefully that injury doesn't last for too long. Blue Jackets fire their head coach, and we are 34-11-2 heading into February, which is a very, very nice spot to be. I believe we're on top of the league. I'm pretty certain Lane Hudson's 60 assists is league leading. It might not be. He might not be the best playmaker as this player named Tage Thompson exists. No, he might be. He might be the best playmaker there. 60 assists is pretty wild. Best goal scorer, Jeff Skinner, and then Caulfield's fallen to 4th as Kucherov has just ever so slightly leapfrogged him, but we know Kucherov is a beast. Kaprizov's looking really good too, but I don't think anybody's catching Skinner, honestly. Like, he's just not slowing down. Lane Hudson is 10 points behind the 2 Buffalo players and then only 3 points ahead of Matthews, but yeah, Lane Hudson has kind of secured himself in an offensive regime of his own offensively as a defenseman. So, crazy good assist numbers for Hudson. Hopefully we're going to get Reinbacher back here soon. And yeah, let's see how March goes now. So we're 34-11-2 heading in. There's Reinbacher exactly on time. And that's where we want him. All right, so Reinbacher goes in there. He's having a good year. 15 points is better than last season, and he's only played 45 games. His goal scoring's down a little bit, but his assist numbers are up, which is exactly what we like to see. And then the rest of our defense, apart from Hudson, is not logging the same level of offense, which, go figure. I don't think any other defenseman in the league is averaging the same level of offense. But we are cruising right now. I'm really happy with where Montreal's at. So, win 2, lose 1 there to start. Again, it's a shootout loss, so 2 shootout losses. Okay, so had the All-Star break there in February, but, things are looking good. I know we haven't improved our top 4 defense, but it's still solid. Like, I don't see the need to move anything here. Like we can explore the other team's blocks for a potential better, like, all-star level defenseman to pair in alongside Lane Hudson, but I'm pretty sure that's what we were looking for with David Reinbacher. So, like, I don't see any team really wanting to give up a top-end elite defenseman like that, unless they're expiring for some reason, but yeah, Mackenzie Weegers probably would be that guy. Jacob Chychrun too, though. Apparently neither of them fit our team well. That's unfortunate. But yeah, Calgary would be the team to look at, as they've got all their assets on the block right now, which seems... Actually, no, it's kind of fitting. That seems about right for 2027, so... Ooh. Well, that could be a fun one. Vince Dunn's on the block. He fits our top 4. He's not bigger than Mike Matheson necessarily, but he's 90 rated. Do we dare? Do we dare go after Vince Dunn? That could be a fun one. Like, that really could be. Seattle, we might be looking to Seattle to make a trade. That could be something. Anybody else? We don't need John Tavares' ridiculous contract. I think we might have the cap space for that too. So, all right. Well, we got 2 teams to visit here. I think Seattle's got to be our first call here, though, as far as who we're going after. What we're gonna call? What's it gonna take to get Vince Dunn here? As far as another top end guy. It would cost us Reinbacher and 2 firsts, Saunders a first and Gooley, or Goligoski a first and Gooley. Those are both 2028 firsts, to be fair. It'd be for next year. But the thing with Seattle is they're not taking any money back there, which, I mean, fair enough. They probably can't. But I think we could swing a slightly better trade for that. I mean, they're kind of middle of the pack right now. They're nothing crazy. But they've got cap space available. They've got 15 mil in cap space. So you can't tell me you're not taking on somebody. In my opinion, we would be probably paying a price of, like, yeah, I would prefer to go with Goligoski because Saunders looks like he's actually growing properly over in Schwinnigan right now. So that would be my first move, would be Goligoski, absolutely. But then I would trade Matheson with, like, in this deal. I know he's $5.2 million for the next 2 years, but that would be my other piece. I know they don't want Matheson necessarily, but you can't necessarily want every single piece that goes back the other way in a deal. Would I throw the 2028 first in there? Absolutely, I would. Would we extend Vince Dunn? Possibly. We have the money to do so, or it would be close at least, and we're clearing up a little bit of cap space with moving Matheson. Honestly, I feel like that would be a fair deal. I feel like with the need for another top-end defenseman, we could move Gooley up to play alongside Hudson. Or we could move, what's his face? We move Reinbacher up too. Because I don't want to trade Reinbacher. I'm fine with trading Goligoski. But I think this is the deal we want to pull off here. Okay, so let's see if this goes through. I mean, if it does, great. It would be, I believe, the second time now in this series over just, 3 seasons that we'd be trading away Mike Matheson, which is, I feel a little bit bad for. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like Matheson as a player, but we traded him in the trade that acquired us Maxime Massé and Clark Caswell. That was a great trade, in my opinion. We got a lot of value back in return for Matheson, Barron, and a couple late round picks that didn't matter. But not gonna lie, trading him twice in one go, like within 1 or 2 seasons, I do feel a little bit bad. But man, Montreal, we're going for it. We're 39-18 on the season. We have to go for a guy like Vince Dunn. So let's see if this trade goes through. Value's a bit low. Okay. Do you like any of our goalies, Seattle? You like Kazebnikov? I mean, we could swing the deal that way. I know we just used a second-round pick on Alexander Kazebnikov, but really, I think our goaltending is going to be good between these two, and Greaves is a backup. I don't know if we need more goalie prospects necessarily, so if we throw Kazebnikov in there too, I know that's a big deal for Vince Dunn that we have to pay and we'll have to extend him, but, I think we gotta go for it. Alright. So, with Kazebnikov in there, there's no way they say no to this. And yeah, okay, trade accepted. So, let's go to our roster moves here. This is gonna be, I know it's a big deal. A lot of the team liked Michael Matheson too, but I think you guys are gonna like Vince Dunn just a little bit more. My main reasoning behind that is because now we can play Reinbacher there. We can move Gouli over and then throw a 90 rated Vince Dunn in. Ooh. Chemistry. Why do you gotta do me like that? Oh, and it's a +4. Oh, man. There's really just no way to make that better, hey? I mean, okay, we can roll with Vince Dunn and Lane Hudson on one line. I don't like the size discrepancy on the top pairing, honestly. Maybe we could fix it. I honestly don't know if we can. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a fix to that. Yeah. That could almost work. That's so close to working. And David Reinbacher, if he had some abilities, would probably be getting chemistry there. But you know what? Yeah, let's keep it like that. Not only that, we're not just gonna keep it like that. We're going to go make sure the special teams have got a guy like Vince Dunn on them. I think that just simply makes sense. I think I'm going to put Reinbacher in over Gouli here. That makes a little bit more sense to me as well. 4-man power play. Dunn better be on the second unit. He's not. Okay. Okay, so we'll put Vince Dunn there. And somehow still get no chemistry. Love that. Okay. Alright, well, our top unit looks freaking scary, honestly. That's the only way I can really talk about it, but that's just our top line, too. So, there you have it. Absolutely massive trade deal for Vince Dunn. One of the biggest deals we'll probably make all year. And he doesn't want a contract extension because he wants $13 million. Vince, buddy, I know you're having a good year, but you're not having that good a year. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So we might have just traded, not the farm, But we might have just traded a couple good assets for a rental. But we're going for it this year, and that's about as much as I can say. Like, Vince Dunn's going to be a great piece for this team for the rest of the season. Is he going to stay longer than that? We'll see. I was really hoping he would sign, but we might just have to sit back and relax on that for a bit. I don't know if we're actually going to get an opportunity to sign him. And is there any chance that he can wear number 29? There's not. Okay, so let's give him 28. You know, it's close enough. It's not perfect, but yeah, 28's fine. I think 27 would look cooler on him, but yeah, we'll go 28 and 85 for him and Hudson. Alrighty, as we continue on here, that's a massive freaking trade. I'm really hoping we can just cruise for the rest of the year. Because if not, I'll go ask for all those assets back from the Seattle Kraken. But yeah, essentially we made our deadline deal before the deadline. I think we're good to sim right through it. We'll still stop and take a peek at the deadline. Because we're at 40 wins at the start of March, which is awesome. But again, just continual improvements, continual winning. Nothing crazy, but just solid, steady improvement. That's what we want. And apparently, yeah, Trudeau's on the left side, even though he can play right. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's continue on. Also, Lane Hudson having a +5 chemistry boost over a +3 chemistry boost is probably going to make a big difference as well. And all right, we lose one game heading into the trade deadline here. Let's just take a peek, see what's available there on the trade deadline. Okay, I mean, Pelech would have been an interesting D-man for sure. He would be extremely expensive asset-wise, and he has a 3-year deal at $5.7 million, which is not a bad deal by any means. We don't need to improve our defense anymore. I know that already. But as far as a big-bodied defensive defenseman goes with a ton of X factors, I mean, he would be nice. He would be very nice to add. But we're not giving up any of those other assets in exchange, so I don't think that's happening. Yeah, even a guy like Ryan Pulock, we're not. We don't need to trade anymore. We got our guy in Vince Dunn. Would Pelech have been a better fit? Probably. As far as he's 6'3", 210. Actually, what? What else would the Islanders be willing to take? They don't want any prospects. They only want top-end guys. Saunders is looking really nice. I am genuinely excited for Jameson Saunders to become a Montreal Canadien full-time. But we could trade Banting, who we just traded Newhook to get, but like, yeah, it's just not going to be enough value. Like, if we look at those open block deals, there's none of those deals seemed attractive to me. I hit the same button again. I gotta click on his I gotta click bumper when I click on him. There we go. Find open block. There we go. All right. Pelech would cost us Doc and Massey. No way. No way for Joshua Wall. Uljevic, Beck, and Caswell. Those are three essentially full-time NHL players coming up here. Like, Beck's ready. Caswell's in the NHL. Uljevic is there too. Pronger, Banting, Farrell. That trade. Oh, that would be the one I would bite on. Because I don't want to trade Saunders because he's only 19. Pronger's 20 and... yeah. Farrell... yeah, we could replace him with Owen Beck. Shoot, I might do this. I genuinely might do this. I know... our owner goals were like, improve your defense. I think we did with Vince Dunn, but I think if we go out and get an Adam Pelech for another 3 years, that our team is cup favorites for the next 3 years. Do we dare? Do we dare when we got a guy like Cullimore coming up the system and we already have other great defensive prospects? Like, again, you look at Oljevic, you look at Banting, like, one or the other, they're both good. But as far as where is he? As far as Sean Farrell goes, he's 25 already. He hasn't hit over 36 points in a season. He's been steady. Like, he's been a very steady playmaker, but he's only 5'9". He's not super crazy statistically in any regard. And I really do think Owen Beck would probably just be a better fitting center. He's better at faceoffs. He's faster skater. His puck skills are higher. His physicality's down a little bit, but like, I think we make that trade, honestly. Okay, so I did it again. Holy Jesus. Okay. The only problem I have with our team is that our top end defensive pairing isn't big enough, in my opinion. Like, they're just not quite tall enough and physical enough for the playoffs. But if we make a trade, that's Pronger, who's there but not really there. Banton, who's, again, another year out probably. I know we just traded for him too. But this is called using your assets to maximum capacity. That's how I would describe this. So I think we got to go for it. And I know Banting was just a top pick too, and he's a right D, and this and this and that, and I gotta go for it. I gotta go for it. Like, I know some of you guys are probably sitting on the screen like, don't trade your prospects that you just got, and don't trade your third line center, and this and that. And it's like, well, Owen Beck can slot into the third line center where Jake Evans plays there. As far as Pronger goes, we have other top end winger prospects or center prospects who are already in the spots they need to be or are going to fill those spots. And I'm sorry, guys, for all of you that don't want me to make this trade, I'm gonna make it. But this is a tough one because these are assets I have drafted personally that I don't necessarily want to see go. Apart from Sean Farrell. But Adam freaking Pellich, man, I know he's older. I know he's getting up there in age, but like, our team's young still. Yes, he's 32. We'll have him till he's 35. He's fully loaded on X Factors. He's only 5.7 million. He's 6'3", 210 pounds. I know we're trading the young, farmable future here in Pronger and Farrell and Banting. But Banting's having a down year. Farrell's probably having a better year than anybody else on this list. And then Pronger's, like, what? Pronger's got 40 with Laval? No, thanks. And, okay, you didn't reset my trade. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, guys. I have to go for this because our team needs a cup this upcoming year or over the next season or two. And I think by getting Vince Dunn and Adam Pellich that we are absolutely going for it this year. I know it's some big trades. I know it's prospects that we probably shouldn't necessarily trade away. But we're going for it. We were giving ourselves a 3-year window with this Adam Pellich deal. We're giving ourselves a 1-year window with the Vince Dunn deal. And I think we can do it. So, all right, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Big money moves. Sold to the Montreal Canadiens. Adam Pellich is going to be a scary good addition for this team. So, that's it for trade deadline. We're done. And I think we're very much going to be looking at a huge name deal here. There's some other big trades there too. Kolyachonok. It's 79 rated at 25. Yeah, I'm not going to go for him. Okay. Lane Hutson's got 87 points. The other thing is I really, really, really want to protect Lane Hutson because he, at the current moment, is the best or one of the best players on this entire roster. Caden Gooley got bumped for that? Okay, then. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, this team looks filthy. I think we go Gooley and Jackeye, honestly. Like, that would be my... Well, then again, Jackeye is not really much bigger, and I feel like his puck skills are probably worse. He takes 104 penalty minutes this year. Ooh, baby. Okay. How's Mayu doing? Mayu's probably a little bit more even keel as far as the defenseman goes. Adam Pelech is wearing number 8. That looks so wrong. Okay, I guess the Canadiens have a ton of numbers retired, though, so... Yeah, I can see why that looks the way it does. I love how it told me Pelech is going to be a good first-line fit, and he's like a third-line fitting defenseman. How does that make any sense? I'm sorry, what? Although I don't feel uncomfortable with Gooley and Reinbacher on the ice by any means. If anything, it would be, yeah, Pelech. But then again, Gooley and Mayu, also very good pairing. Reinbacher and Pelech, yeah, I'm okay with that. I wonder, yeah, just not quite the same. Just not quite what we're looking for there. Okay. Well, while Pelech doesn't necessarily end up with Hutson, I mean, we're going to try our best to defend Hutson because we do not want to see him get injured. But apart from that, we are going to jump on the roster move bandwagon here and snag our... Actually, do we snag Owen Beck? I mean, we should. But we could go with Oliver Kapanen too, who... No, he's not as good a center, so... Yeah, we'll grab Owen Beck, send him up, and then we will grab Michael Pezzetta and send him... Is that the right move? Do we move Pezzetta? I think we maybe move Jacob Trouba. Yeah, screw it. Let's send Trouba down. He's played a total of 13 games. He hasn't been the most electric defenseman by any means, so... Alright, let's solve our lineup issues here a little bit, because, yeah, there are definitely going to be some lineup issues after those moves that just got made, so... And then Pezzetta should not be playing center, especially not on the fourth line. I think I'm going to, at 22, turning 23, I think I'm going to give Owen Beck the, Yeah, we're giving Owen Beck the third line center spot. What number does Owen Beck wear? '62 in Habs tryouts with Peterborough. Owen Beck hockey. What was he wearing with? He had 92 in Mississauga. He had... I think that's number 16. Yeah, number 16 in Peterborough. Okay. Because I'm feeling Adam Pelech. I know he should be wearing 3. I don't think 3 is an option, unfortunately, because it's Montreal and we have no low numbers. Yeah, 6 is the lowest number option we have for him. So we'll give him 6. Double 3, so maybe he'll be double as efficient a defenseman. Unlikely, but you never know. And then do we have 16? We do not have 16. All right, 92 is also taken. 13, 8. What are we going to go with? Who's wearing number 8 in the minors? I actually kind of like how 62 looks on him, so let's stick with 62 for Owen Beck. Unless, is 61 available? It might be. That's probably what he was going for, was reverse 16. Yeah, okay, let's go reverse 16 on him. 61. Honestly, kind of looks pretty... I like how it looks. If you guys don't like how 61 looks, let me know. But yeah, we're messing around with numbers here, having some fun. And yeah, I think we are good to go here. So, to finish off this season, we're going all the way up to May. We're going to finish everything off here. Lane Hutson currently has more points than our team does, and we are technically second place behind the Avalanche, who have 9 overtime losses this season, but they also have 3 games in hand on us. And yeah, Lane Hutson is gone. He's gone God mode, essentially. He's got 87 points in just 60 games. That's so absurd. That is one of the most absurd defenseman stat lines I've maybe ever seen. He's 3rd in the NHL. He is 3rd. If he scores 6 points, he's second. That would just be crazy. Caswell's doing really hot. I am very impressed with him. He's ahead of guys like James Haggins, Ryan Rubrick, freaking Gavin McKenna. Like that is something. That is something for sure. And the fact that Lane Hutson is playing this much better than Adam Fox and Cale Makar, and that he's not a franchise defenseman yet. I mean, potential systems, EA, just saying. Potential systems could really make this game into something great. So, anyways, we're going to finish off March. We've had a pretty decent March so far as a 2-1 record to start. And as we finish off the rest of it, we definitely improved our top 4 defense. Kovacevic gets injured. Yolonen's back. All right. 10-8. That is one of the most high-scoring games I think I've maybe ever seen. How's the draft class looking? We don't entirely know yet. We're getting there. Slow and steady wins the race, I suppose. But lots of players still to be scouted here. We really don't have a whole ton of information. I'm really hoping Serge Danis could be good. That would be awesome. Pessinen's guaranteed medium elite. Wesley, that's a great name. Wesley Mickelson. Guaranteed known low elite per Enland, another one of those. And then Caleb Hartman. All right, we got some pretty decent and fun names in here, honestly. So, a couple one-year ETAs towards the top at picks 7 and 9. I always like to just scroll through and try to eye out any ETAs that might actually be good. Barlow, high top 9. Okay, so lots of top 9s so far, not a whole lot of anything else, but that's why we do the scouting. So, alright, continuing on here, we just continue to win games. It's beautiful. And Kovacevic, honestly, not that I'm going to leave him out, but like, Trouba definitely fits better. I do wonder. Norlinder and Trudeau. Let's pull Norlinder out and see if Kovacevic fits better. Yeah, not really. Okay. And Hudson's up to a 92 overall. He's got 95 points in 66 games. Holy moly. This defense looks intimidating now, I have to say. When you pull that screen up on the defensive end and see 3 88-plus rated players, yeah, like obviously our forward core isn't quite as good, and that's where trading a guy like Pronger maybe is the wrong move, but I don't really care. Our defense looks so mean right now. And we lose 4-2 to Colorado. All right, then. All right. Oh, and 4-1. Oh, man. Ooh, those are some tough losses. We win twice in a row against the Islanders and then kind of keep it going. Yes, we beat the Sabres for our 50th win. That is sweet. That is absolutely sweet. And we are 3 points clear of the next highest team in the Coyotes there in the NHL standings. Our schedule goes all the way through to the middle of April, though. Wow. Okay. That is one of the latest schedules I've seen. Lane Hutson has got 91 assists on the season and 102 points. Oh my dear Lord. I don't think I've ever seen a defenseman score this much this early in. Vince Dunn's looking pretty solid too. I mean, he wasn't, yeah, okay, he's got 5 points in 15 games, so he isn't doing great in Montreal, but he's not doing bad. Maxime Massé, 55 points as a rookie, let's go. Love to see that. And then, is he not a rookie? Did we play him last year? I don't think we did. Yeah, no, we didn't. He should be in the rookie status category. Yeah, what the heck? He's not a rookie, and he's got 55 points, but he should be a rookie, so riddle me that, EA. Riddle me that. Fleury's up to 630 wins at 42. I don't know if he's quite going to get there. He's going to be number 2 all time for sure, but Dan Vladar, considering how many more games these guys are getting than Askarov, I'm pretty happy with Askarov's performance. Overall, rookie-wise, yeah, Caswell's dropped a bit. That's okay. Didn't expect him to necessarily be the best player ever. Lane Hudson is clear of the table defensively. And he is only 9 points behind the Buffalo duo. He's only 3 points behind Tage Thompson at this point, but Jeff Skinner decided to start passing the puck rather than just shooting it, so nobody's catching Skinner. Like, nobody's catching him. He's 6 goals clear with 10 games left. That's just simply not happening. So, yeah, there you have it for where we're at. 72 games in. We got our last 10 to finish off here, and man, oh man, it has been a fun season this year. I have really enjoyed this sim. Like, this particular season of Calendar Sim has been real good. So, let's continue on here. Can we hit 60? I don't think we can. We just lost. So, yeah, we can't quite hit 60, and then we proceed to lose 3 games in a row, which is probably one of the biggest streaks of all. Whoa, 5-game losing streak. Okay. Yeah, that was a little extensive there. Thanks, NHL. It's just because I brought up the word 60. As soon as EA or my microphone or anything heard 60 wins, they're like, nope, can't do that. No, you can't have a 60-win Montreal team this early in. Not allowed, apparently. So, yeah, wow. I'm kind of surprised Askarov and Doc and a couple of those guys don't have X Factors, considering how well they're playing. And we finish off the season 54-23 and 1 freaking point ahead of the Colorado Avalanche. 113 points. Oh, Avs fans, I apologize, but I'm not sorry. Oh my god, Lane Hudson had 97 assists. I don't think he caught Tage Thompson, but I do believe he finished third in scoring third in scoring in the NHL. Was he second? He was not second. Holy crap, those guys went off. I don't think I've ever seen. Wow. Like, apart from McDavid and Draisaitl, I don't think I've seen a 120-point duo. Wow. Unless, no, yeah, there's no way Suzuki and Caulfield, yeah, they were 108, 112. Yeah, that not even remotely close. But yeah, there you have it. Fabulous season. Obviously, your top scorer in the league is Jeff Skinner. Lane Hudson finishes third place in league scoring with 97 assists and 109 points. Holy jeez. I would assume Jeff Skinner's 65 goals was good enough to win the Rocket. It was, yeah. Caulfield finishes third in Rocket scoring, so really not bad at all. Rookie scores, Warren Backus is going to be your, more than likely, unless for some reason, yeah, it's not like Michael Misa scored 31 goals or anything, he had 31 assists, but Warren Backus will very likely win the Calder. Dan Vladar, I would bet Philip Gustafson gets it because he played less games, had a better save percentage, and only lost 1 more game. So my bet would be Phil Gustafson for the Vezina this year. Obviously, Lane Hudson's going to win the Norris because you don't put up 12 penalty minutes, 26 minutes of ice time, and 109 points and not win the Vezina. Like, sure, he wasn't the... Actually, he might have only been behind Adam Fox for ice time. Okay, sorry, he was behind Fox, Levshinov, and Shea Theodore. Shea Theodore looks really good with no contest there. Yeah, wow, okay. But yeah, points-wise, obviously, it was crazy. The best goal-scoring defense was Darnell Nurse. I thought for sure it'd be Evan Bouchard, but nope, Darnell Nurse pots 23 goals this season. on 220. That's 10% shooting for Darnell Nurse. Apparently, Nurse is one of the best shooting defensemen in the league. Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, there you have it. That's our regular season, and my God, what a season it was for Lane Hudson. Alright guys, so with that being completed, I think that is going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we will get to this series against the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's going to be a fun one too, because Tampa Bay is going to be a good team. I was kind of hoping we'd get Boston, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, so Tampa Bay it is. Maybe we'll get Boston in the second round, but Tampa Bay's a pretty sweet team, I gotta say. They 37-year-old Stamkos is looking just fine. 33-year-old Kucherov is just an absolute beast. And then, yeah, Braden Point's apparently a franchise player, too. Okay, then. Yeah, Tampa Bay is just snagging their picks at the best value possible. I guess Hedman retired, or he's injured. Oh, he's injured. Yeah, go figure. I'm like, why would Hedman retire? Of course Hedman didn't retire yet. And then they've got this goalie in net. So, yeah, we'll see if we can actually do anything against this Tampa Bay team. They look very nice. So, yeah, we're gonna have to be smart as far as actually getting a win out of this series coming up. So that is it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this episode and watching the Canadiens finally win a President's Trophy, then make sure to show your support down below with the like, subscription, notification, bell, and of course leave those comments to possibly get featured next episode regarding whether we actually continue to do scouting in the upcoming season, whether you thought my moves were good or not for the defense and things like that. And yeah, anything else regarding this episode. But that is it for this one. This is Etanyos signing out, and until next time.